Ireland, my road trip. This was my visit to Ireland. I started in Cork, kissed the stone in Blarney Castle, then I went to Killarney. I visited Killarney National Park and I went to Kenmare. Yes, I didn't do the Ring of Kerry route, show you why, but I have to do with the roads and the driving. Now the Barra storm was on its peak, there was wind, it was raining heavily. We stopped in Limerick just for a pit stop and went for Gallaway, one of my favorite cities. The music is amazing. My wife wanted to go to the cliffs of Moher. They were closed because of the storm, but the next day they were open. Strange, the wind was still strong, so we went there. So you're gonna see, it didn't really went that well. It was still quite windy, I almost flew away. But the roads are small and very curvy, so it was not easy to do all this distance. And in the end, we arrived to the place, the capital, Dublin. In Dublin, we visit museums, the Christmas market, the castle, even the Guinness stronghold. And let's start our visit to Blarney Castle, where the legend says kissing the stone will give you the gift of flattery.
Hey, we are in Blarney Castle.
Blarney Castle.
We're gonna see the stone and do the upside down or the... Is that the stone? Is that the stone?
No, they said it's all the way up, right?
Okay, we'll find out.
Wait, it says here where the stone is. Oh, it's on the upper. Look, there.
Okay.
Oh, look, they put money in. It's money. There is money.
The castle now is a partial ruin with some accessible rooms. Atop the castle lies the Blarney Stone. Surrounding the castle are extensive gardens, are paths for touring the grounds with signs pointing out various attractions. There is some signs saying from this point the waiting is 3 hours to kiss the stone. You will see things upside down. And it's not an easy climb, be aware there is some warnings.
I hate when I see these things. Be careful. It's very hard to walk upstairs.
The good thing about going in low season is that there is no queues, there is no one, there is no waiting times. So you can walk around slowly and take your time, enjoy the view, see the various rooms.
Yep, not for obese people.
Yep, they don't want some people to go there. That was interesting defense measure. Bit of destruction, but yep, that was the steps you have to go. And you just need to wait to 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Yep. This was the shit house. Luxurious. Well, at least you got a view.
Things change. And getting closer to the Blarney Stone.
It's nearly time to kiss the Blarney Stone.
Another legend suggests Queen Elizabeth I, this one, requests to Cormac Teague McCarthy, the Lord of Blarney, to be deprived of his land rights. Cormac travelled to see the Queen, but he wasn't a good speaker to persuade her. He met the old woman on the way and told him that anyone who kisses the stone in Blarney Castle would be given the gift of eloquent speech. Well, Cormac did persuade the Queen in not taking his land, and now I'm going to kiss the stone.
It's filming already.
What the balance, this one? Head down. This one.
With a mask. I don't know if I'm gonna get the gift of flattery.
I got the endless fart gift now. After kissing the stone. It's not the picture. I was with the mask, so it's okay.
No, I wasn't kissing you, boo.
Why didn't you kiss the stone?
No.
Surroundings are really beautiful. I'm enjoying them much.
The main garrison had fled through this cave. All had gone, as well as the gold plate that Broad Hill expected to claim. Legend tells us that there are 3 passages to find in the darkness beyond. One to the Cork, one to the lake, and one all the way to Kerry.
The objective of this garden is to educate people about poison plants. Most of them don't die from the plants in their natural states. Look, they have cages. And the cages are to protect the people from the plants or the plants from the people? I think those plants need to be protected.
And this is the poison garden. It's quite beautiful. Beautiful entrance.
When the plants are processed, they can make a lot of damage. 5 million die from tobacco itself. for opium. Some of these plants are used for medicine. They either kill you or cure you, depends of the use and frequency.
From Moher, carnivorous courtyard. And this is the carnivorous plants. But I'm surprised they survived quite well here. Walking in the Irish garden. Why is the Irish garden? I don't know. Oh, native species organized. Lots of diversity. And that goes from there. Sorry, spring tree. What tree is this one?
Oh, it should stay here. Strong arms either side. Is a fast-growing tree with many visitors surprised to learn this example is only about 100 years old. It's 100 years old.
Only?
Yeah.
This is huge.
Indigenous to North America, they were introduced to Britain and Ireland in 1853.
There are many small ways and small gardens, all different, all unique at the bamboo here. And now sometimes you can get lost.
For this.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm right, and sometimes you're right. Okay?
Well, now you change. Sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I'm right, apparently.
That's how married couples are.
Thank you.
We're a balance. My husband is very bossy.
Nice way.
It's cleaner there than the one we usually go.
Of course, look at the size of this. It's like huge.
If you go to the lake, it's a 20 minutes walk. I don't advise. Go and see the small gardens, more diversity and smaller spaces. This is the Pine Walk. Each part of the casa is its own thematic, all different.
So, whole place is quite pretty. I enjoy it. Find nature everywhere.
I would advise you to come here with time. Have a look around. Got the very pretty places to see.
So cool.
Imagine this during the spring or the summer. Probably a place to stay and come. But come with time. It takes like 2 hours or 3.
So nice.
In this part we are looking for the wishing steps. Spoiler, we did find them, but the task that was demanded, it was a bit too demanding. So I didn't try it.
Are we going in that? Probably really nice on the vegetation.
Are you gonna go?
Well, you need to. You can walk down, but.
Yeah, you want me to fall? No way.
Oh, you need to walk with your eyes closed.
Yes, walking up and down the stairs with your eyes closed. Not go to the hospital. Not go to the hospital. Not break a leg. Not the wish I wanted. We didn't try.
Wishing steps. Yeah, for sure. And we're finishing the visit. Oh, really nice place. And we finish castle on the back. Really nice place. We're going now. Going to the exit and leave. Probably in spring is better to visit. I don't know. But
In direction of Killarney. When arriving to Killarney, we had a great food.
look at Madonna crying already. Like, it's too much food for you. This is like food for two. I think I was not recording.
Killarney National Park possesses an area of approximately 120 square kilometers of native woodland. It was the first national park in Ireland and has one of the oldest forests in all Europe.
There's definitely no lack of water here, and it's probably gonna rain. Just details, but really beautiful. And we keep going. And the Killarney Park. A little bird.
Apparently that bird is the robin. I didn't know. Let's just find out. Look at this green land.
Such a beautiful place. I don't know what to say about Killarney. We're doing the yellow route, maybe. Let's see how it goes.
And you can have a look on the Muckcross Lake just next to it. Here's the robin again. People believe a visit from a robin is a sign that a lost relative is visiting them in the spirit world.
So funny. And the birds are not shameless, they're always like in there looking at you. They don't even go away. Yeah, very courageous bird. I have no idea what it is, but ooh, going down more. Imagine going up. Be the fun part. A lot of stairs. Great fun.
We got the Torc waterfalls, approximately 7 kilometers from Killarney town. The waterfalls lies on the base of the Torc mountain. Short walk, 200 meters will bring you to the waterfall. They are approximately 20 meters high and they look the best after a strong, heavy rainfall. Got that covered. Naming in mythology, there is an interesting story about the Torc waterfalls gets its name. Torc means boar, so the boar waterfall. They are associated with the legend that the local was cursed by the devil. The curse, the man was transformed in the boar. Every night he roamed around the waterfall. The man's secret revealed by a local farmer. The revelation.
We got a bit of rain now, but it's okay. We're all well prepared in the moment. Oh, it's raining quite a lot.
Result in the man bursting to flames, disappearing nearby Devil's Punch Bowl.
Doesn't give a shit.
He's doing a model for you.
Robins are known to be very aggressive.
I mean, you're getting very close. I'm getting very nervous with you. Like,
And they are very territorial, so he's trying to intimidate me, I think.
It's like putting his chest out. I don't know if he's being nice or he's just aggressive.
Well, he is aggressive.
You want to do the ring of Kerry?
We are in the ring of Kerry.
I'll drive the course.
Yeah, this is the ring of Kerry.
No, we're in the Killarney National.
Now, driving the ring of Kerry, yeah, curves, and sometimes you see the cars after a curve in the middle of the road coming towards you. There is a lot of curves in these roads, but this was one of the good ones. The views are amazing, but to be honest, was quite windy, not great conditions to be around.
Huh? Yeah. I cannot hear you.
Probably the best known view, the ladies' view. Queen Victoria ladies in a waiting visit year during the royal visit in 1861. They were so taken by the view that was named after them. And there is some things you can only see in Ireland. Adopt the sheep. Then we arrived to Kenmare, small town in the south of County of Kerry.
Kenmare, nice water, nothing.
Very windy.
Yeah. You know, I like the houses.
The name means ahead of the sea, refers to the Kenmare Bay. There's good pubs, good food, to be honest. Not much to say about the place, but the food was great. I have no complaints on that. After Kenmare, we went to Killarney and we went in the direction of Gallaway. I love Gallaway, there's music everywhere. I just went to a pub to have a meal and there was music there. And after I was to find some traditional music, more music everywhere. And then we went to find some traditional music, the King's Head. I think that's the name. And we found it, definitely. So nice, these places. My wife wanted to go to the cliffs of Moher that were closed because of the storm, but the next day they were open, strange, so we went there.
You climb this bike.
The winding road where you stand.
Oh, that's what they call it.
What?
Curve there. Like suicide mode. Curve, 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 curve.
So you're gonna see, it didn't really went that well. It was still quite windy, I almost flew away.
Oh, I gotta take a picture, isn't it? It's windy.
How did we end up in there? Well, Barra storm has been in the previous days, and the cliffs of Moher were closed. That day we checked and they were open. Tried to go to the direction of the tower. It just got worse and worse. I don't know how it's even open. because the wind was blasting me away. I don't know who decided that day to open it.
This is a place of relaxation.
At this point I had to sit on the floor not to fall, because the wind was so strong. My wife went to hide, and she did never come back and hide in the center. I wonder why.
This is a safe place to visit. And the waves crashing against the soft shale and sandstone.
The water is literally climbing the 200 meters and raining on people. So it's quite a pretty strong wind. I love wind, I love nature, but the decision to open this, I don't think it was safe.
This is a world-class visitor experience.
That was the O'Brien Tower, one of the highest points, more than 200 meters of the cliffs. I was on the other side, so the wind was a bit calmer for a lovely time-lapse of the storm. Most tourists that lost their life in here because they go over the protection barriers, so don't do that.
Very windy. I don't know if you can hear me. Maybe not.
Anyway, I was safe on the other side, I enjoyed the views. Still think they should never open it. Now at this point I had to go back. Literally the pebbles were flying, hitting the people. I was like, no, this is too much.
This is a safe place to visit.
Are you sure? Sitting inside has a good explanation. He explained the nature of the place. And after being taken by the wind, we went in the direction of Dublin. The roads were big and nice. Of course, when you arrive to Dublin, there's a lot of traffic. And finally, I got rid of the car and I can walk around. Finally, no more driving. Trinity College is very attractive for tourists, located in the city centre and one of the 7 ancient universities of Britain and Ireland. Now, the sphere within the sphere is a bronze sculpture by Italian sculptor Arnaldo Pomodoro. You can find 17 locations around the world. The best definition for the sphere? The definition that the Earth is hollow and concave. Inside the Earth, there's another sphere called the universe that holds its core in the universe of inspiration and knowledge. The library contains the Book of Kells. You can see one of the containers for this type of book and some of the figures. And this is a representation of the 4 evangelists. The complexity of decoration combines traditional Christian symbols with the swirling motifs typical from Insuline art, figures of human, animals and mythical beasts together with Celtic knots. And this is John the Evangelist. Notice the details on this representation. Now I cannot show you the Book of Kells because it's forbidden to film. I'll just show you some of the representation of the letters they use in the book. The long room in the old library is 65 meters long and have 14 busts of great philosophers, writers and men who supported the college. It's a legal deposit of the Library of Ireland. Great Britain contains around 7 million of volumes manuscripts. The 1916 Proclamation of the Irish Republic, something that's rare to find. Another book similar to the Book of Kells. And this is the Brian Boru harp and the 15th century wooden harp, which is the model for the current emblem of Ireland. And now it's in the National Museum of Ireland. That's free. Ireland's Gold, the collection of prehistorical gold work that ranges in dates before the 2200 before Christ and the 500 before Christ. Most pieces are of jewelry, but the precise function of others are unknown. And this is the treasury. And here you got 10 objects that represent the range of skills and styles of decoration used from the Iron Age to the end of the early medieval period, like the Cross of Cong. This bag was used to contain sacred books, and there is also a number of mummified bodies. They refer as bog bodies, which were remains of persons were killed part of a sacrificial ritual during the Iron Age. And some weapons and crafts. And this is St. Stephen's Green Park. This is a park full of story and very near of the Little Museum.
So green.
Learn about it.
U2 versus Fort. There was talk of bad blood. Someone who may possibly have met the Sex Pistols. Dublin's punk scene was rumour than fact. It was hard to see the local bands like the New Versions, Skank Mooks, DC9 and the Girl Scouts.
Overflowing piss bucket full of luck.
Right.
Died at the age of 59. The people of Dublin
as well as
Work is the curse of the drinking classes. Some cause happiness wherever they go. Others, wherever they go.
A memory from destruction,
Goes Nelsons.
some vintage products, the Americanization of Irish
Have your
culture.
Gale and a little bit.
In this room of the little museum there is lots of objects. There is always a narrator that tells you a story, like the monster ships covered in gold, or the importance of these 6 little ducks. And then we went to visit the Christmas market in Dublin Castle.
It's fine.
To visit the castle is for free, you don't need to pay, and it's really nice to have a walk inside. St. Patrick's Hall, the largest room and the most important for ceremonial purposes. It was a ballroom in the beginning, but it became something more important. And then we went outside and we saw this amazing show.
Christmas, my true love sent to me, for calling birds refresh. Every soul tender and mild. God bring us a big puddings and bring song our cheer. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And then we went for a walk in the streets of Dublin and seeing the shopping mall. Then we went to see some comedy. The next day we visited the Guinness Storehouse. It's a very nice experience. The experience is divided in various floors. On the first floor you got the story of Guinness and what they use as ingredients and how to make beer. You need water, good quality. The founder of Guinness, the proud of the British. How the roasting gives the color to the beer. And gives you the explanations how to make beer, how the fermentation, the sugar is transformed to alcohol. What about their marketing strategies? How to make barrels.
In the cooper shop, the weather deadens are sawn off and
They show all the transportation used to take Guinness around the world. Hey, Portugal is in first there. Now they transport their barrels of Guinness. Everyone says Guinness tastes better in Ireland than outside of Ireland. I don't know why, but it looks true. Hey, it's Portugal, eh? In the second floor you got the tasting experience. And you can smell all components that make Guinness.
Gophers. Perfect. Yeah, it's quite a loud bell. Maybe I should have given a little bit more. But yeah, it is quite loud.
This is the first advertisement for Guinness. It's good for you? Maybe not that great. Anyway, advertising is what makes this company great. Their ideas and innovations and completely nonsense makes Guinness what it is today. A great company. After all this, we went to the 7th floor, Gravity Bar. With your ticket, you can order 2 free drinks, and the view from the bar, if you get a nice place, is incredible for Dublin. Now, we went very close to the sunset, so we enjoyed the sunset. My wife tasted Guinness, she doesn't like it that much, but we enjoyed the view and the music, it was really good. I had some mullet Guinness, tastes incredible, I'll try to do it, can't replicate. Overall, it was a good experience and a nice environment. Doesn't make sense, but it's there.